Starts with a Vision, episode 75.
Hey, visionaries! You are now tuned in to the Starts with a Vision podcast, where everything you do in life starts with a vision. If your vision is clear or foggy, you are in the right place. It's time to go take what's yours, because there's a vision only you can see, and a dream only you can dream. And now, your host, Mr. Starts with a Vision.
What's up, visionaries? What's up, entrepreneurs? What's up, future entrepreneurs? What up? My name is Mr. Starts with a Vision, and I am so thankful that you're tuning in to another episode. Today's going to be a great show, y'all. I just wanted to express my gratitude in just a little different way, you know what I mean? But if you haven't, go to the website, check it out. Big changes coming. And that's really all I have for you guys. Add me on Snapchat, Trailblazing Zay. Add me on Instagram, Mr. Starts with a Vision. And connect with me there because we got some stuff going on. We scaling up, systems getting put in place, and I'm beyond excited about all of that stuff. But I'm not going to bore you with that. So today's guest is Andre Hatchett. He has made it so simple by breaking into entrepreneurship by having a mobile notary business. It's not flashy, but it's getting the job done. And he's been doing it over, 7, 8, 9 years now? And now he's actually teaching people how to do it. So listen to this episode. And another thing, if somebody is interesting to you or you like their vibe, go hit them up, please. I'm going to always say this. Go hit them up because it means so much to us when we know the impact we made in somebody's life that we didn't know we did. So enjoy this episode and check out Andre Hatchett. What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Starts with a Vision. And what's going on, brother Dre?
What's going on, leader? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I was enjoying the talk that we was having right before this interview.
Oh yeah, it was deep.
Yeah, it was some good stuff over there. And everybody listening, we about to expose everything that Andre has going on right now. So what you got going on right now?
What I have going on? A couple of things going on. I recently, about 9 months ago, launched the Andre's Notary School and translated that into the Notary Business School. So we teach people how to start their own business as a mobile notary public for under $500 or less. It's going really well. We've had over 750 students in the past 9 months. So I'm enjoying being a professor. I'm enjoying being able to do it from my couch or an island or a different state. Oh, okay. Our students are inspired and they're making real money. So I'm really digging it.
That's what's up, man. And how did you market that?
Well, I leverage my relationships, right? So I do a lot of work on some of the largest black business platforms in the country. Mm-hmm. Your Black World, Financial Juneteenth, have a business relationship with Dr. Boyce Watkins, one of the top black scholars and business experts in the country. Mm-hmm. So when I was setting it up, I told him when I was working on it, I said, look, okay, maybe we can work out some kind of agreement. Mm-hmm. I help you promote it, you teach it, and we rock it out from there. So I leverage my relationships. And I got those relationships from basically interning as well. So I think that's an important piece of the puzzle that a lot of people don't equate. Mm-hmm. Is internships pay you off, even if you're older or whatever. Like, don't underestimate the value of doing things for people who can help you out at a later date.
Right, for free, right? Because it's about the back end and not the front end, right?
I'll take the back end any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. I think that's true entrepreneurship, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it pays off.
So before we dive too deep in it, how do you show up in the world?
How do I show up in the world?
Yeah.
From what people tell me or how I feel?
How you feel? What's your image of you?
Positive, energetic, thought-provoking, pro-black, mm-hmm. masculine, brave, loving, motivational.
Okay. And how did this person that you see yourself as hop in the mobile notary industry?
I was working for $15 an hour or so. before I went salary. So after salary, it's probably bumped up to a little higher than that. I was a teacher's aide working with autistic children. I have a friend named Ricky Salmon. He was doing it for about 2 years before I went the bit. And basically, I was making about $100 a day or so, roughly. And this friend told me about what he was doing, and he was making a couple $100 a day. And he had flexibility to travel around, do the appointments. I was like, oh, okay. So before school started the following year, I went around with him. I saw him perform these jobs. I saw him make like $300 in a day's work, and the day started like at 1 p.m. and it was done on like 7. I was like, oh shoot, that's triple what I make for the whole day, and I have a boss, and I never wanted a boss ever in my life. So I said, yes, this is a win. This is a win. Simple math.
Okay. So when you were working as a teacher's aide, how long? What was the gap between when you were working there and when you quit?
Well, it depends on which time I quit because I quit twice. I started working there when I was 19.
Okay.
I love that the actual work I was doing. I guess I did the whole having a boss thing, which it stinks sometimes. So from 19 till 24, I was there full time. 19 till 24, I was there full time. I quit at 24, going on 25. Then the market collapsed, and at the time, my main focus in the business was performing loan closings. So the loan closings dried up because the banks weren't lending. I was like, oh shoot. So luckily, I am a great worker, even though I might not always love having a boss. I don't show it at work, and I was able to get the job. I was able to go back to the hiring, the higher ups, and I was actually hired back the same day. And I worked for another year. Then I quit again. So I've been a full-time entrepreneur, and I had a part-time job working with autistic children on the side as well during that time frame. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 6 years.
Okay. And how do you, not how, but what would you recommend to somebody who maybe has a side hustle or is doing something and making a little bit of money? Like, when would you say is a good time to quit?
It all depends on the individual. So I have some coaching clients, and I help them talk through the process. Because some people shouldn't, to be honest with you. Some people just aren't built for bankruptcy. Some people aren't built for foreclosure letters or eviction letters. Some people just can't handle that because they're going to be ready to kill themselves.
Right.
So if you can't handle that, then I might suggest for you to stay there up until you have at least maybe like a few $100,000 in the bank, or at least maybe like 80 or 90 grand. But for some of us, it's as soon as you can. For some people, it's as soon as you can, because some of us aren't going to be able to save a large amount of money because we don't make a lot of money at our current jobs. So for some people, if they don't have children, if they're a male and they don't have a wife, or if their wife doesn't look at them for financial support, or if she does, but she won't look down upon you if you can't do anything for a while, and you have some daylight, if your side business has momentum, if you have clients, I would go for it then. I would go for it then if you don't have those responsibilities. If you do, then I would say, if I had to average it out, I would say have at least 3 to 6 months of savings, at least pay your car, your mortgage or your rent, and your major bills up for 3 months, then I'll take the plunge there on a bare minimum basis.
Okay. And I like what you said about some people aren't built for it, and it's not a bad thing per se.
Not at all.
But it really is. It's real.
Yes.
It is real. I want everybody listening to know entrepreneurship is real, and it really isn't for everybody. It does come with stressors, especially in the beginning. And, it's not easy. But what do you feel has built you for entrepreneurship? Do you feel like you were born with it, or do you feel like, during your upbringing, you were kind of getting trained for it a little bit?
I felt I was born with it, and I was groomed for it, and I was told that I could do it. So my father gave me a statement when I had to be somewhere between 10 and 13 years old range. He said, if you go to school with somebody, you never have to work for them. So meaning, if we're in the same class, I don't have to be your employee. So I was able to allow that inferiority complex, which many of us have, to sink into my mind, because I was told I don't have to be your employee. Mm-hmm. Now, it doesn't mean I have to be your boss either, but we can be partners. So I had a mentality of a boss. I had a mentality that I could be a boss, which a lot of people don't have. That helped. But I was naturally selling candy, selling Sour Powers, buying it for 50 cents, and selling for $1 at school. Then buying boxes of red Sour Powers, then boxes of green Sour Powers, and having both, and having specials. Selling lemonade at my friend's house, my childhood friend. He had a house. I grew up in an apartment, so we would sell lemonade in the driveway. We shoveled snow when the snow. We used to love when it snowed because we would go out there with our shovels and get busy. And this was between the ages of like 9 and 12. Mm-hmm. So I had it in me naturally. My father helped groomed it. So I was made to be an entrepreneur.
Okay. And when you were growing up and you made the decision like, yo, I really want to do this for the rest of my life as far as entrepreneurship, what was your vision as you were starting? Like, what type of vision did you have for you and your life?
Well, I always had a vision. I remember being 16 and walking home with my friend Jeff from school, and I said to him, "Yo, I don't know how or when, but I'm going to be rich, right? I'm going to be financially rich, like a lot of friggin' money." I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I did know that it was going to happen. So I always had a mindset of abundance and just getting that bread, just having wealth, having finances, and having money not be an issue. So it's always been a priority for me when I was young. Now, I'm not financially rich yet. Right. Still working on it. 34 years old. Thought I would be by now, but I'm not dead yet. Right. So it's always been there in the mind. Mm-hmm. Now I have some things that are working. I have some companies that, dare I say, help me as an Andre Hatchett get a name, and I guess it is. I am somewhat of a brand. I always feel comfortable saying that, but I guess it is what it is. And now I'm seeing how I can leverage it into different avenues in order to help me get to that rich point and then go to wealthy from there. Right.
And I feel like so many people think rich is $900 million and this huge mansion and stuff. Like, yo, to be real rich is not even that. Like, your version of rich could be $4,000 a month in passive income and you don't have a job. And all your bills are, $1,200 a month, $1,500. Like, rich is so different to everybody. Mm-hmm. And you could feel like a millionaire and only be making, $80,000 a year.
Yep. It's in the eyes of the beholder. It's in the eyes of the beholder. So, in tangible action steps. So, I'm setting up companies now so my parents can get some passive income coming in. So, I'm launching a web development company, and my mother has a PayPal card already. So, once the company starts to get profitable, my mother will access the cash. So, it will help her retire. Right. And the next company, I'm going to do the same thing for my dad. So, my definition of rich, that's part of it, helping my parents be able to retire and setting up companies on a passive income basis, which I'm actually glad you brought that up, to help solidify that.
Right. And you also said one of your visions was you just wanted a lot of money. Not just, but you knew that you wanted a lot of money. And I feel like many people vilify money. So totally. Talk about, if you can, what's your perspective and perception of money and why it's not bad to have a lot or want a lot of it?
Well, it's especially vilified in our community, which is the Black community, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in the African American community, opposed to other islands or countries as well. I'm not sure why or where this came from. It might be something to do with being overly religious. I don't know. Like, it never made sense to me, but if you're not in a wealthy mindset, it's very easy to be in a poverty mindset. So if you focus on abundance, it will kind of cancel out poverty. And poverty, from all the books I've read, all my experience, it's the state of mind. I'm broke is, okay, damn, like that didn't work. Man, I overspent, a divorce, a car accident, and that's broke. Right. But a frame of mind of poverty, if you aren't focused on wealth, it's easy to have a frame of mind of poverty. So focus on the wealth. And you have to be I probably had some bouts with that at an early stage where I wasn't so open about it because I might have been had fear being vilified for it, but I got over that a long time. I'm not sure when I got long over that.
Right.
Here's the thing, right? There's 24 hours in the day, so you could be deep and you could give back and you could do all these things and still have a healthy amount of income coming in and embrace money. I like the beach. I like islands. I want an island.
Right.
I want a condo on the waters, South Beach, Jamaica, Mexico, whatever. So I embrace my id things, my things that I'm doing just because it feels really cool. I also embrace my philanthropy work. I have one of the largest Black business directories in New York City, Buy Black NYC. That's not extremely profitable, but it helps the Black dollar circulate. I have a mentorship academy, blackmendoingit.com. It's rebranding of the Black man, which one get you on there, by the way. Okay. And we talk about and we show positive images of strong Black men. So for me, it's about balance. I do things for the bread and I do things for the soul and for my people. And I feel that I manage both pretty well, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, balance is definitely there. And I think, again, balance is another way of how you perceive it to be, because some people are balanced by being extreme. You know, like some people do, like Gary Vee, he says he'll work 18 hours a day, but he's fine with that. That's his balance. You know, so I think so many people are trying to focus on balancing and they're not even balanced.
That's deep. And people have to be honest about what balance is for them. The true statement. So for the past, because I was building up the Black real estate school and I was in Atlanta, I didn't have a car intentionally. I could have drove down, I had a rental, but I basically just camped up in my aunt's house out there because she stays in New York the majority of the time. So it was just me in the house. And I went out once every 2 weeks. And I stayed there. I went there so I can solely build up the Black real estate school. I isolated myself from the world. I didn't even date. It was just a time for me to just get this project done in order so we can help inform our people and it can bring me some passive income coming in. I did it. So I think there are times where we have to cut out life in order to build what we have. So the balance thing can shift and change even in our individual lives from month to month.
Right. Depending on what situations we're going through, huh?
And how bad you want your next goal.
Yeah. Sacrifice is definitely needed for that. So what's been your most painful experience up to this point? What was like your rock bottom point?
I was dating this lovely woman. I have to be 30 or 31. I'm 34 now. So about between 3 and 4 years ago, she had, she's a very good woman, high earner, corporate attorney. She had just passed the appellate bar, so she was basically qualified to be like the highest level of attorney, and she could even be a judge at that point. So her family came over from Jamaica. She's Jamaican as well, like I am, and we were going out to dinner. We were out at dinner, and the bill came. And we're dividing up the bills. I didn't have $50 to pay the bill.
Right.
That was low. And she wasn't one of those supportive kind of woman who kind of cover it up for you, or you could tell certain things.
Right.
So I don't think I ate when I was there. I was trying to play it off. I was like, oh God, what the hell am I gonna get out of this?
Right.
So it was very uncomfortable. It was low. I was still in real estate at the time. I had 3 deals that died. And each of those deals would have paid between $3,500 and like $9 or $12,000.
Yeah.
If either one of those deals would have hit,
you back up.
I'm back up.
You back in the game.
I just needed one. I needed one freaking deal. Oh my God! But that was low. That was definitely it. And I've actually been through bankruptcy and other things like that, but that was low because there was somebody else involved. And I'm one of those people who actually care about that kind of stuff. So some men don't care. Like I care about. Like damn, I don't have to pay for every bill every time, but then like not $50. So that was really low. That was really embarrassing. And here's something that showed me. Right, I had abandoned my notary business full time, and I was doing the real estate full time, and I just kind of abandoned the notary business. Even though the notary business, it's not the most exciting thing in the world. It was steady money.
Right.
Showed me always keep some steady money coming in, especially if you're going after some bigger, high profile, maybe more financially rewarding ventures. Keep the steady, even somewhat boring money coming in, because you never freaking know, and you don't want to be in that shit predicament again.
Right. Because and see, that's another thing, man. I think so many people are so focused on multiple streams of income, they forget their stream.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? They forget the one stream, and now they have no streams because they're trying to make 3 streams. You don't start with 3, you start with 1.
Master.
And you build, you master it, you build it up, and then you start branching off. The same, what did 50 Cent do? What did Jay-Z do? Study these greats. Study the greats. Kobe Bryant just started a $100 million investment firm after 20 years of being in the NBA.
Yes.
He didn't say, I'm going to start a $2 million firm after year 2. What did he say? He said he finally retired because he was so immersed in his career. He said, okay, now on to the next one thing.
Yep.
You know? So I think that's very important just to have that focus, man.
I had to learn that I slowed down to speed up. Mm-hmm. So over the past few years, I've slowed down, and I've actually sped up when I slowed down.
Right. Yeah. And I think I saw one of your videos, and that's what you said. You said when you're actually doing less, you can accomplish more.
Spread out your timeline.
Right.
Spread out your timeline. Push back your plans and your dates, and it's worked for me.
Right. Okay. And so if you can give someone like a piece of advice that is like maybe one of the biggest lessons you learned that like it still sits with you to this day. I know there's a lot of lessons, but what's one of your like top ones that you always find yourself telling somebody?
One of the newest ones that I really embraced is don't go for the one deal with somebody thing. Go for the relationship with people. Go for the long-term relationship people. So I don't work with a ton of people at this point in my life, but I work with the same people all the time. I rotate the people, they rotate me. Right. And it's worked. It has really worked. So get deeper with a few individuals rather than having small relationships or mild passing by relationships with a bunch of people. Get in deep with people and build relationships. The relationships, don't go for the quick sale. Don't go for the, hey, here's what I do. How can you help me? Offer to help first. Right. Offer to help first, and do it with humility. And I mean, like, buy food.
Right. Take somebody out to lunch, right?
Take them out to lunch, or ask them, what can I do for you? Like, they might not need food. Like, they might need someone to check their emails and make phone calls for them. Right. I think sometimes we assume people want to do this because we want to do that for them. But why don't we ask them what they want and do what they want? Maybe they need their book. Maybe their car dry clean. So operate with extreme humility and offer to do something for somebody first and focus on the long-term relationship with them, not the one-shot, help me grow this, whatever.
Right. And that ties in to focus on the back end and not the front end.
See?
I think that's what it ties into. So if anybody, whoever is listening, don't try to make money right in the beginning.
Everybody else does it, and it turns people off because everybody else does it. Right. Very few people lead in with how can I help you, brother? Mm-hmm. Very few people, and people who do, they stick out to me because I'm like, wow, that was different. Thank you. Like, I appreciate that.
Right. Even asking that question, you may not even want anything. You may have been wanting to work with this person, but the fact that you said, how can I help you, or what can I do to you, or what value can I add to your situation? I mean, that's everything.
It hits the soul. It hits the soul, and it makes you wow. It makes you want to help somebody.
Right.
It makes you want to go. Like yeah, let's do this. What do you need? Right. I dig it.
Yeah, man. So what's the vision moving forward for you?
I'm really enjoying the teaching platforms. It's given me something that I've been looking for years, which I've had with my notary company, but I'm getting more with the schools, and it's passive income. So I can literally work from wherever I am in the world. Mm-hmm. And I friggin' love it. I love it. So I'm focused. 80%. I want 80% of my income to be from passive income or from online trading, which isn't always the same exact thing, but it's close. Building. I have a directory in New York City for Black businesses. That's going well. I want to fine tune that. I'm going to be building a directory for my notary business, an extension of the notary business where notaries can advertise on my website. It's called actually cnotaries.com, cnotaries.com. Again, it's all tied into the notary field and passive income field. And I actually have a course at Andre's Institute, which teaches people how to build up their own course. So I've had over 750 paid students in the past 9 months. I'm going to share how I did it and hopefully get some other people to sign up and show them how they can do the same thing. If you have a talent you mastered, don't minimize it. Don't minimize it. You might be able to take that one thing you mastered and put it into a curriculum, change some lives, and make some good money.
Right. And help other people make money as well.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
Everybody wins. Everybody can win. Everybody can win really well.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats, B.
Right. Cool, man. Well, last two questions, man. What's your quote of the day and also your book recommendation?
Quote of the day for today?
Yeah. Every episode we have a guest, tell their quote of the day that hits them the most.
Okay, so a quote of the day. I heard something that someone said today that I interviewed earlier, and he said, passion is great, but look for needs in the market. Look for things that people need and get in where people need. Get into services that people need. Look for things that are needed. That passion thing is great. It works. It helps. But do not forget about focusing on industries or services that are needed. That hit me today. Brother said it was really good, really thoughtful. Right. And what was the other question you asked me again?
The book you recommend.
The Wealth Choice by Dr. Dennis Kimbrough.
I read that one like 2 years ago.
I've been reading that book for like the past 3 years, I think. I've given away 6 copies because I feel guilty holding on to it because I'm like, yo, you need to read this. So if I meet someone who I think would benefit, I just give it to them, like, yo, just take this and please read it.
Right,
the Wealth Choice by Dennis Kimbrough. He interviews, is it 30? It's either 10 or 30 black millionaires on how they made it. So you're hearing what people have done in this country who look like us to get to where they're at. And it's so thought-provoking, so deep, such an easy read. I freaking love that book.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. And Dennis Kimbrough is a good author.
He's deep.
Yeah, he got some good stuff. When I read that Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, that book was amazing. And also What Makes it Great Great. Yeah, he got he got some good stuff out there.
He's cold.
But with that being said, man, I appreciate your time. And if you don't have anything else to leave the listeners, that's the show. And we will talk to you guys the next episode.
All right, King. Peace out. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Starts With a Vision podcast. Come get your vision clear at www.startswithavision.com. See you there.